Hey YouTube, welcome to Market Watch, your weekly segment where we talk about the Digimon card game market. EX2 is literally coming out this week if you're in North America. We have regionals this weekend, so things are kind of moving really quickly. I want to talk about some decks and cards you should keep your eyeballs on, as well as some future investments or things to sell before the future hits us. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. And Omnimons, as always, to start. Kind of similar as last week. There's nothing really crazy new to report here. But we do have an Ultimate Cup Omnimon here up for $6,000. This wasn't here before. Element Gaming listed the first one. Hasn't sold. Interestingly enough, there are more Ultimate Cups coming out in July. Confirmed. I believe signups went up already. And you know, between those ones, Gen Con Ultimate Cup, or Gen Con? Is that the one? I have no idea. But there's another one. And then there's more in the later half of the year as well. There'll be more of these. Not a lot more of these, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But just keep your eyeball on it. Alright. Do not buy the pre-sales. Don't buy the pre-sales, okay? Just don't. $60 for Beelzeman Blast Mode? Kind of too much. Unfortunately, this deck kind of gets pooped on just for existing. The Galamon deck, which we're going to talk about in a second, completely dumps this deck. Yeah, everything else just kind of deals with it. You know what I mean? It's just rough. If you want to try to beat D-Reapers with this deck, you got to have Psychmon. And all the other decks just are doing what they're doing, and it kind of makes Beelzemon's life kind of difficult. Not that being said though, it's not impossible for this deck to do well. It's just you have to high roll a lot. I'm not giving up on this deck, just so you guys know. I think it's really freaking cool. But $60, not that good. It's not that good. Even $50 for Crimson Mode Galamon, which is anticipated to be a top tier deck of the format, or maybe just a little bit below that. Not worth the 50. Not worth the 50 at all. So don't buy these pre-sales yet. Wait a little bit of time. I know we do have a regionals this weekend, and people are rushing to get their cards and all that. I understand. Just be a little patient. Save some money. Even something like Galamon here. You know, your Terrenmond, Galamon, Renamon, or Impmon support. Also just generic support for evolving. It's not worth $5, guys. It's not worth $5. So just hold on, don't pull any triggers, okay? Alright, Galamon. You can buy the starter decks on the internet for $7 US. Well, yeah, until these guys run up. That's a steal, if you ask my opinion. Because if we look over here to what actually comes in the starter decks, you get 2 of these Galamons. That's $3.50. Get some Lightning Jousts, some Growlmons, and some Galamons. You're paid for. Not to mention Atomic Blasters. Not to mention you get War Growl, and not to mention you get the memory boosts in the starter deck as well. I think that if you want to play Galamon, grabbing these starter decks is definitely a good buy if you don't have them already. Just a bit of a friendly suggestion if you want to do that before they get expensive. Even if you can buy them in an LGS for like $10 US or something, that seems like a good play. This Galamon though, this Galamon does not seem like a good play at $15 and going up. It's going to continue to go up. We called this one a long time ago because, you know, Galamon support, Galamon, you know, it was due. It was due. It probably continues to go up, to be honest. But this is just a worse version of Crimson Mode. Actually is a worse version of Crimson Mode. That being said, we'll still see play. It's still going to go up in price. If you don't have them, you probably grab them now, to be honest. Try grab them for cheaper than this, but they're only going to go up. If someone does a buyout on this card, which is very conceivable, because there's not a lot on the internet, yeah, things could get crazy. And this Galamon has also been shooting up back to $10, back when it was like in green-red hybrid. Card also sees play in Galamon, in EX2 meta. If you want to grab this card, it's completely up to you. But being how unavailable the card kind of is, might not be a terrible idea. Okay, Rapidmon. It's $10. It's a pleasant $10 right now. While Yellow Hybrid continues to see play in EX2, not all builds of it will be playing Rapidmon. I'm just going to be completely forefront and honest with you. Not all yellow hybrid decks are playing yellow hybrid. Like, most competitive yellow hybrid decks of this format that top the regional or something were playing Rapidmons. That will not be the case in EX2. You will see this card, and it will do some damage, but it's not going to be as common. Another card that follows suit here is Patamon. Because Rapidmon isn't seeing as much play in EX2, Patamon will also not be seeing as much play. Now, that being said, it still will see play. It'll still continue to be an expensive card. It might drop a few bucks, but I'm not expecting anything crazy for Patamon here. I'm not. Chimeramon is still 15 and going up. I don't expect it to break $15, and if you want it, I think you wait till it comes back down. But a lot of EX2 decks don't really play Chimeramon. It's just not a thing. So I do expect this to fall a little bit in price. So if you have them for 15, you maybe sell them, to be honest. Beelzeman. Okay, we were talking about this, right? The secret rare, just the alternate art, is $42 right now. There's 22 listings. It's kind of a lot. Now, I'm assuming that Beelzeman doesn't take off, unfortunately, at least right away in the format. So this card might continue to go up, or it might just take this downhill trend and go up. Either way, if you bought these cards for like $20 back in the day, you're doing really well on it. If you sell it now, I don't think it's a bad idea. Magnum, $10. It is starting to kind of calm down a little bit. It's just not seeing as much play. That being said, you do want to make sure you have your copies for BT9, because Magnum X is a really good concept, and Armor Rush in BT9 and beyond does play Magnumons for sure. So definitely have your Magnumons, or maybe wait if they drop a couple bucks, but don't wait too long. Okay, Corbon, 150, and not a lot. Someone can buy this out and make the market whatever they want, because they aren't printing this card anymore. They're not. Jesmon, double diamond. So we have an LP for 49 and a near mint for 51, 55. I feel like it keeps going down. Like, this isn't a bad price to grab this card, but I do think it does go lower. However, you will want this card for when the Jesmon Star decks do come out. Hammer Spark. Yeah, it keeps going, guys. It keeps going. I don't think this is a safe buy right now at all. I would stay away from this right now. I think the hype will cool down, so I wouldn't worry about it. Machinedramon. Remember how we mentioned a while ago, if we ever get support from Machinedramon, this card is the first to go? Yeah. Now, you can sell into the hype right now, because this will have a cooldown period. EX3 is not going to be here. Not for a little while. You have some time to wait for this to hype down and rebuy it. But if you sell them, you can wait for the hype to ride a little bit more if you want and sell them for higher. If you guys look at this, not a lot of people are kind of believing in the hype. The most expensive copy here was $46.97, $7 above what it was. I don't think people really believe. Now, that being said, a lot of people bought this card when it was hype, but, this is around where it was, right? The $40 mark. A lot of listings were out there. Now, there's not a lot of listings left. Again, people are trying to make a quick buck off of this. But when you wait, you'll be fine. So just wait if you don't have it, and you'll be fine. Yeah, this card is just shooting up like a fucking rocket, isn't it? Yep. The card is really good. I don't know what you want me to say. Conveniently, we're also entering a meta where more and more decks will be playing security options as well. So, I don't know what you think about that. This is the BT1 card. That's really freaking good. Delicate Plan on Legs with security +1. It's a good card. Demi Merman. Did you guys know that this card is $35? I didn't. You can buy it out if you want. Make the price whatever you want. There you go. Just a little quick flip. I think it's fine. Terrenmond has been going up. If you are a Terrenmond believer, if you believe in the Terrenmond evolution strats, you buy this card at $25. And you flip it. That's all I'm going to say. Galamon. Classic Collection. I like to cover this card once in a while because I think this card will go up eventually. So do make sure you have your copies. Again, it's 18 bucks basically until it becomes 21. A few cheap copies there to grab if you want them. Avenger came on pre-release, did indeed happen. I believe last week it was half this price. Hope you bought some if you wanted it. Auger Bond. Okay. This week, I built Auger Bond Black War Greymon. Now, this might be some grade A patented Copian dog shit that I'm feeding you. But I think that this card is really good into the ATX2 meta. I think. Now, I've been testing the deck a little bit, the Auger Bond Black War Greymon variant, and since that stream, it's actually like doing quite well now that I've figured out how the deck works and what to prioritize and what not to prioritize. This isn't like Holy Flame level of Copium, I don't think. Holy Flame was just undeniably a really good card. Floodgate. This is not so much a Floodgate. This is a card that just does extra damage and pops things. But it's really good at breaking boards. Like, if you have a Black War Greymon that swings at a Digimon, you evolve in an Auger Bond here, you pop another one, do free security, plus the attacking security. That's kind of scary. It's a really powerful play. Not to mention, you can just throw this on Avengekidmons, as Kevin showed us, in security control. And that's going to be seeing play as well. And it had a little bit of an increase. Just a tiny bit of an increase there. A little bit of a hype period. I think this card is worth the hype, to be honest. I don't think this card ever breaks, $15, $20. But this card is, I think, really good. Take that. This might not go anywhere. This is just purely speculative at this point, but I really like the card. I really do. Okay, Demi Merman Ultimate Cups. We are getting more Ultimate Cups, right? We mentioned that already. This card will be the first to decline in price, and it's already been declining in price. If you have your copies, you kind of sell them now. Not to mention that Imperial Digimon kind of, like, goes aside when BT9 comes out. But that being said, after all these come out, all these Ultimate Cups come out at the end of the year, and then this hits a bottom, that's when you rebuy this card. But for now, I think you just sell them if you have them. And this copy of the card is $5. It used to be $2-3 when the format started. It's actually at $5. Crazy. I just wanted to cover that. Hope you got it. And if you have BT 1.5 bulk, seriously go in your bulk. See if you can make some free money. $5 is a good amount of money. It buys you a large drink at Dunkin' Donuts. It's a good card. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about the Market Watch. Did I cover everything? Did I miss anything? Let me know what you guys think. Bye.